done.
The cyclists there nicely trained while I've got to walk through these cows.
Fåglar I vattnet. That means birds of the water.
My question is, where does the squally lady go now?
It's actually the home, interesting fact, home of the Brantevik eel.
It's taken me quite a bit away from the sea now. Got a bus a few miles west towards Ystad. This is a lovely peaceful spot.
I'm in a little town, seaside town called Simrishamn. It's on the southern, southeastern coast of Sweden. I'm doing a walk and then I'm going to be doing some painting a little bit later. So it's going to be a 50-kilometre walk, so it's going to take me all day to do it. But I thought I would start here. Can't see anything. There we go. I'll start here at this church. There's a few statues here. Just wanted to have a quick look at. This is Carmel's Sisters. Goes up a little bit slower than I'd like, but there you go. Sisters is called. Now I'm gonna be walking along the coast. Now I did just a minute, my other phone's doing something weird. Switch. Got it on a gimbal, so it kind of reacts quite slowly. Learning how to use the thing. Right. I'll do the Twitch thing later. Anyway, so I'm going to head. Hopefully this leads somewhere. Okay. I think I've got Instagram on this. Right, I think down here we have the harbour. I do want to record, so I'm coming off this just for now. do a bit of a live stream. Perfect blue sky. I'm just going to do it properly now. Done. I've just done the sky, that's all I'm doing. Funny colour there, what's that? The stones are like a yellowy, it's rather a stony colour. Nee. Nee. The parking dude asking whether it was my car. There's a car parked across the road. I think the thing about when you do watercolours is you've got to transpose it to be simple. Do what you see, but make it simple. I thought he was going to tell me I couldn't paint here. Now I really would want to paint for a lot longer, but I've got a 50-kilometre walk and the guy's going to do something with that car now. There's a guy across the street about to tow a car away. I thought it was mine, but no. Right, so I'm going to put these paints away now. Yeah, I've got a 50-kilometre walk to do, so probably won't do all 50 kilometres. Probably do 15 to 20 and then get the bus to about 2 or 3 kilometres away from Ystad. So the walk's between, I do a bit of drone footage as well. Right, I've got what I need to do for recording now. And I'll do another painting and I'll try to do another live stream while I paint. It's really difficult to do, but I'm getting better at it. For now, I'll say goodbye. Beautiful. Not a single shot though, just the important thing. I smell it. Oh, there's a museum there. There's a museum over the road. Oh, and Hell's Angels. Hell's Angels have joined us. Maybe not Hell's Angels, maybe Purgatory's Angels. Right, I've got to put all this stuff back in my bag. I'll say goodbye for now, and I'll do another. I'll be doing a painting in about 10 kilometres when I'm on the coast. Hopefully there'll be something worth painting. We'll see. I'll say goodbye for now, and I'll be streaming it again in about an hour and a half or so. Then I'll do another painting. So bye for now.
this area that I'm in is a little village called Simrishamn. It's a little village just south of the city centre of Simrishamn. There's actually, I've read up on this, there's some carvings from the Bronze Age that can be seen with ripple marks that go all the way back. The ripple marks go all the way back to the Ice Age, which is like 600 million years ago. Look at those cyclists there, cycling nice and safe on the cycle track, whilst I have to brave the cows. I hope they are cows. Bet this is hard in winter. I wonder how old these trees are. You know, I'm walking on the planks and where they come from, what area. I wonder where they lived, where they were. Interesting. I think it's a really beautiful day. I've been wanting to do this walk for quite a while now. I've never done it before. But it's a part of the Skåne Leden that I thought I would probably be one of the most interesting. I would like to do the full 50 kilometres. But I can feel my car at the minute. I've had a few problems with my car, so we'll see. I'll probably get to that Skillinge, I think it's called. It's about 20 kilometres from Simrishamn. It might be that I have to catch the bus for 20 kilometres after that and then do the last 5 kilometres or so. We'll do another painting. Fåglar I vattnet. That means birds of the water. And look, it shows you all the birds that you like to find here. So if you like a bird watching and so on, that's really helpful. It's good, but it is in Sweden. Go to a little village now called Brantivik. Well, Brant means burnt, so I don't know whether maybe the village burnt down or something. Maybe that's what it's famous for. Lovely weather. Just wish I'd remembered my sun cream. Yeah. And the mozzie repellent. Good that you can both walk and cycle on this route. I mean, if you ever fancy cycling instead, I think that route's called the cycle lane. And so you got the cycle lane, which is cycling route, and Skåne lane, which is mainly walking. You can cycle on some of it though. And that it runs from Simrishamn all the way to Ystad. Maybe I'll try that one day. So, Brantivik is about 40 people live here, and it comes under Simrishamn as a municipality. It's actually the home, interesting fact, home of the Brantivik eel, which is a 150-year-old eel. I don't think that means it's still alive, or but and there's also the home of the Rantifix Museum, which displays maritime equipment, and I believe that's used in the harbour station. I think the dates were 1855 to 1957. I do know that the first known settlement in Brantivik was 1755, and then there was an insurance association which was brought out called, let's see if I can remember this right now, the Who Assurance Vereningen, something like that, Hoppet. And it's founded as an insurance association for the ships in 1871. And when the association was founded, Brantivik had about 23 ships, whereas in 1899 it was about 118 sailing ships. Try my best to stay quiet on this so that you can see. Right, oh, a little cafe. Nice, isn't it? The question is, where does the scrawny legend go now? It shows on there. Does that mean it's going round here? And I don't see any sign. Not down here, is there? No. So it must be back up here. Easy done. Most of it's fairly straightforward, but you'll get to certain bits where you might just run out boat. I'll read this later. Interesting. You're into right? It must be around here. really odd. The orange mark that's located behind me, it makes it look as if you head the other way along those houses, but that's completely the wrong direction. That's heading back to Simrishamn. It's got to be this way, but I'm not seeing an orange mark for over 300 metres. Remember what I said? It's on the other side. There it is. What sometimes happens is if there's only one route, they'll mark them further apart because there's no other way to go. The problem is if it's not obvious which direction you're going, then taking me quite a bit away from the sea and the beach now. It's not really so much of a beach walk and a sea walk as it is a walking inland walk. My right calf is twinging quite a bit now. The last time that happened it was 2 weeks. I was out for 2 weeks before I could jog again, so I'm going to head to the nearest town. It's called something like Skillingi or something like that. I'll put it up on the text or something when I edit the video. So I'll be about 20 kilometres, so I'll be quite happy with that then. So I'm going to head to, there's a particular bus stop I need to get to, and then all I do is I'll do the bus till about 5 kilometres before Ystad, and then I'll carry this on. The nearest bus stop, I think the bus stop is just up this way somewhere. That's where I've come from. Done about 15 kilometres now. Coming up to a little town called Skillingi. I think it's called that. I'm a bit disappointed that the walkers appear to be closer to the sea. This part clearly isn't. It's the right route because there's orange marks about. See on the map on the screen the route I've walked. You have a look on the route from Simrishamn through Brantevik and towards Skillingi. Anyway, I'm heading into this little town where I can catch a bus a bit closer to Ystad then. Right, Ystad has sent me down this way now, but I need to catch a bus. And this is sending me, Ystad has sent me towards the coast, which is obviously what I want, but at the minute I've got a bus to catch. And it's taking me away from the centre, so I'm going to head back to the main road this way. I think the bus stop is just up this way somewhere. offline. Right, so got a bus a few miles west towards Ystad. That's 5 kilometres away from Ystad now. Just gotta be careful with the train here. So I'm just gonna head towards the coast because that's what this episode is all about. And then I'll get another painting done before heading into Ystad Centre, and then finishing off the episode. And I think I was a bit adventurous to think I was gonna. I mean, it would have been feasible to walk all 50 or 49 kilometres, but oh, what is this doing? Land its own.
Ystad is a major city, actually, on the southern tip of Sweden. It's a beautiful little place. As you can see, this stunningly beautiful. Many opinions on where the name Ystad comes from. I was having a quick look into it. Lots of different ways, but it does go all the way back to the 12th century, which was when Sweden and Denmark were claiming the southern county called Skåne. Denmark and Sweden were contesting it. Now, over the years, I do know that more and more buildings were added, and including the main church, which is St Mary's, although a severe storm in around about 1648, I think it was, tore down half the church.
I made a complete hash of that. Splashes anywhere it wants. This is a lovely peaceful spot. My watercolours will not stay still. It's not that dark at all. It's not midnight. You can see the jetty there. Back to front. I can't see. It's too dark. Strange smell. Part of the problem with painting watercolours acrylic is quite often you'll want to I forgot what I was going to say now. This is turning very, very green. Not sure where the greens come from because maybe there's a bit of yellow with the blue. Right, this is not my idea of do a jetty all the way along there.
this should be easier because
thin enough. First time I realised I don't have a thin enough brush. Trying to do that thing that lets you, the stairs that just can't get there. Tell you what I'll do. This. Even this isn't thin enough. This is an acrylic pen. I hope that's paint and not bird poop. Right, I will finish these off. Forget how. I find it really difficult to paint outdoors. That's all done now. Say goodbye to the seagulls. See the rain off in the distance. Problem is, doesn't seem to like it, so like it with the rain in the background. Anyway, it's coming to the close of this one. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll keep filming a short while until I get into I'm in these stuff now, so. During the Napoleonic reign, Ystad profited from trade due to the blockade imposed on the Baltic Sea. And then in 1980s, Ystad became a garrison town. And shortly afterwards, I think the main street theatre was burnt down. Shortly afterwards. It's a very unique smell. These
kind of... There's a seed in Friends where it says... I can't remember what it is, and I can't remember who says it, but they say it's like a fish died and brought flowers to the funeral, and all the fish friends brought flowers to the funeral, and it's kind of a similar thing. It's the smell of the sea, but it's like, I don't know whether it's a sewage or... Right there, this seat. Overlooking the sea. Beautiful, isn't it?
For those who don't know, I don't know if you've heard of a television show called Watercolour. It's like a crime drama type thing. It was featured, Ystad was featured in that TV series. So that's quite interesting, I think. See lots of little scenes from Ystad.
Should be at Ystad Centre soon. The bus dropped me about 2 kilometres away. Oh, just realised. Didn't assume, did I? Never mind. I have walked a kilometre already. Probably a bit more. There was a message there on my screen. Without my glasses I can't read what it says. Right. Hoping this is the centre now. Engelska. Beer. Brigham. English pier, is it? I'll translate that. Oh, strange thing to be like that. I'll translate it on the text and I'll put it on YouTube. I think out of all of the ones I've done, this has been my favourite. I'm glad I did it. Definitely worth it. Keep your eye out for more coming up. I'm going to be going back to England in September, so there's going to be a special that I'm going to put up, which is in Prague, Czech Republic. Which is walking down the streets and then views from the bridge and so on, early in the morning.
And today, Ystad is a bustling little tourist town. Lots of popular high street stores, cafes, restaurants. Quite easy to get to using the Skånetrafiken app on your phone, from Copenhagen in Denmark and from Malmö, Lund, almost anywhere in Sweden really, wherever you are. And yeah, they've got lots of high street shops and cafes, markets, and of course they've got the beaches to the east.
Right, let's come into the close of this episode now. I've really enjoyed it actually, it's been a nice trek. A fair bit of filming. Hope you've enjoyed it. There's a nice photo. Love it. Oh, I do. Look at that is. Should be a problem. Should be there soon. To the end of it.